Welcome to Zahera Speaks, a daily awakening check-in podcast. I am Sara Treadwell, and I'm really excited to be in this space with you to offer support and guidance through this great awakening. I am an awakening coach and spiritual guide, a psychic medium and channeler. I've been channeling Zahera since 2021. She is a non-physical being who is here to offer us support through this great awakening. I'm really excited to be able to hold this space each day for us to receive a message from Zahera to support us during this great awakening. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sending you so much love. Yesterday, I did not post an episode of Zahera Speaks. It was the first time that I hadn't posted since beginning this project. And there's part of me that felt like, oh no, I have to get this done. I have to do this. And another part that was saying, no, this is a reset day. This is a pause. We are pausing for a moment, and then we're restarting tomorrow. And there was some sort of liberation in that for me, and also I assume for you, because we're all connected and everything's connected. So yesterday was a reset energetically for us. Today we begin new. We begin fresh. We can take a deep breath, knowing this is the energy of a new beginning. And I'm feeling like we should talk about today, in this new beginning, the way of the light. I'm not sure if we've talked about it in Zahera Speaks so far. Some of you listening have heard me talk about the way of the light before, and some of you have participated in a beta reading of the way of the light. So I'm gonna give a little context to this. The Way of the Light is a book that I've written, that I received in my first awakening. It was around the spring of 2010 that I received that I was going to write a book. A friend of mine had asked, who are you? Who are you, Sara? Who are you? Tell them you are. And the question made no sense to me, but I'm feeling called to ask it today for you. Who are you? Who will you tell them you are? It was very frustrating. It made no sense to me. I decided to take a walk in the sunshine, and just the whole walk, I was walking my dog. The whole walk, I just said, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I don't know, right? I mean, I'm all these things. I know myself. I know who I am. But then there's question like, who am I? Who will I tell them I am? What does that mean? And I was getting absolutely nothing. And then by the end of the walk, well, I was about to turn back around and go home. I was just saying, who am I? Who am I? And I saw these men. And they were like, who are you? Who do you think you are? You know, they're kind of reflecting this energy of, you know, you the audacity of you. Who are you? Who do you think you are? You know. And I said, in my mind, I looked at them and I said, I am the one who was sent here to show you the way of the light. I am the one who was sent here to show you the way of the light. And I was shocked. I had no idea what that meant. I was confused, but it kept ringing in over and over within me. I am the one who was sent here to show you the way of the light. And I thought, well, this has to be wrong because I don't know the way of the light, so how could I show anybody it? But I just allowed it to be, and I continued to walk back home now. And I was almost home, and I saw the way of the light was as a book, as a title of a book. And then I saw these chapters. What are the chapters? Truth, light, God and religion, removing the veil, moving into the light. Are those the ones? Truth, light, God and religion, removing the veil, moving into the light. Are those all of them? I'll have to check if that's all. And I went home and I wrote it down. And I was like, okay, got it. I have no idea what this means. And I spent the next decade trying to figure out what that meant. I made Word documents, messages I received. I tried to organize them into categories. I tried to think about what could the way of the light be. I actually wrote a fiction novel called The Way of the Light, too. Because the important thing about what I'm telling you here and what we're going to be talking about is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it comes through. It doesn't matter how it's created. It doesn't matter. There is a certain message that each of us, certain energy that each of us is here to hold and reflect out in the world. And how we choose to embody and reflect our own unique divine energy, that's the magic. That's up to us. That's the free will. It doesn't matter. We can't mess it up. We can't mess it up. Because it's us, because it's you, because it is. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, whether you ever have an awareness of what you're doing it. Just by being. And so in 2021, I sat down to channel through my body, embodied channeling for the first time. I'd been working as a psychic medium and a channeler, energetic wellness practitioner, for a decade. And I sat down to try to channel and wondered, I wonder if I can do that. And immediately Zahera came through. And she said, I am Zahera. I've been with you. I am an aspect of your soul that has never physically incarnated and never will. And I am here to tell you the way of the light. And in receiving that message, it was so validating of everything that I've been through. And I think it was partly that I was ready to receive that. And I was ready to collaborate with myself, honestly. I had done the work to embody more layers, to understand myself enough to be in this energy. And for the next, I would say 6 weeks, I have to look up exactly, almost every day, I sat down and we channeled, probably around, depending, like 45 minutes to an hour. She started at the beginning with an introduction, and she spoke all the way through to the end. The information that she shared in the way of the light transformed me immediately. Each day I was transformed. I was in awe. I was shocked. I was channeling simultaneously to processing the new information that I was receiving. And I wanted to get the information out to everybody so quickly. I thought, everybody needs this. Everybody needs this. And when I finished the full channeling, I thought, I have to edit this. I have to get this out to everybody. This is so important. This is going to change our lives. This is really beautiful. And I couldn't take action forward. Because in that process, I really wanted to give my power away to this being that was giving me this information. And I was struggling with that. I was struggling with, I'll just be this channel. I'll just give people this information. And at that time, I really was like feeling that could I just let go of who I am and be this channel and just give this information because, this information is so good and so important, right? Who am I? Who am I? Still, who am I? And even as I was receiving the information, Zahera was saying in the channeled messages, do with this what you will. Do with this what you want. And they've always consistently said that. Do with this what you want. This is for you to decide what to do with it. This is for you to choose. You're the one. And I say this to you who is listening to this. You're the one. You're the human here to do whatever it is to be the embodiment of the energy you're here to hold. You're the one. It's important in this transformation that we not give our power away to anyone or anything. That we, in receiving reflections from the universe, that we notice ourselves in those reflections and can hold and embody that divine light that is us. And so I had to embody the way of the light, which is what I did. I actually couldn't even look at the document for quite a while. I just started living. I started talking about and sharing the way of the light verbal, like with friends and family and people I worked with naturally, because that it just would come up. And I would talk about it and I would share it. And it wasn't until years later, when I had fully embodied it, that I was able to then bring others into the fold. And I held my first beta reading. Must have been the summer of 2024. I think around 7 to 10 people spent their summer every week connecting with me. We would read part of the book and discuss it. And they really helped me to see that this work was given for me. Not for everyone. It was given for me so that I could understand it. I could embody it. I could share it. Because the first message I received, and we always have to go back to that first message, not how we interpret it, but the first message was, I am the one who was sent here to show you the way of the light. Not I am the one who was sent to hold all these big embodied channeled messages and let go of my identity to just be one with everything and let go of my own personal whatever. I am the one. It's me. It's you. You are the one. You're the only one who can embody your divine light to support all of creation. I feel like I was thinking as I was sharing this story that, I'll share this story and then I'll channel Zahera. But I feel like this is it. This is the message for today. It would be silly after this whole message of me saying that we are the ones, for me to then say, and here's this divine being I'm in a channel outside of the physical to prove it to us. No, we don't need to have it be proven today. Today is for us, the ones who are embodied, the ones who are here to reflect source energy out into the physical world and feel all the layers of polarity that come with being in this life. Absolutely divine. You're doing such a fabulous job, as am I. Thank you for being here with me. Until tomorrow, many blessings. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love connecting with you, and I'd love to know any questions you might have for Zahera. You can send me your questions to zaheraspeaks@gmail.com. If you want to connect more, make sure to follow me on TikTok, YouTube, and Substack. And if you're looking for community, join me in the Great Awakening Collective, a private community for those on their awakening journey to connect, grow, and learn together. Check out the specific links in the description of this episode. I'm sending you so much love. Until tomorrow.